Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is The Angry Owl Sessions, or at least that's the name of my channel. It may look like a new channel, but it really is not. I have made a few videos on other channels, but between two different type of audiences, I had to make a new channel with 0 subscribers. I guess it really doesn't matter. I had 0 subscribers on my past account anyways, so yeah, I think I had like 10. Anyways, I was I was browsing to some stuff in my bathroom and I noticed something really funny. I haven't really taken these things into account whenever I do my shopping, but I noticed this thing in a soap, in a liquid soap, and it says not tested on animals. I don't know if you're able to see it. I think you are. I think you should have enough brightness for that thingy. Yeah, there. Yeah. It's even got a little bunny and everything. And yeah, it says not tested on animals. And at first I was like really glad that companies are starting to put that in a brand, like a certain type of certification that they have around in my country. And then I was a little glad as well that I myself consume from these type of companies. But then I started, and I, as annoying as irate that I am, I started to considering a few more factors. I started to think about it a little bit further, to go a little further into the rabbit hole, and then I started to realize the same concept that I usually say is it's 2020. Things shouldn't be the way they are. It's the age of the information. How are we still doing this type of stuff? And this is the same thought that came to me. Obviously, I don't have anything against this company, but my point will still be it's 2020. Why are we still in the point of that whenever a company doesn't indulges in these kind of inhumane practices, that doesn't test on animals with acids, with certain liquids that harm their skin, that leave them rashes, or they basically melt their skin sometimes. Why are we still in the point where we have to clap whenever a company doesn't do that kind of shit? Where it should be the point where it should be mandatory for companies to not get into these type of practices, to not test on animals products that are probably harmless. Like I can't. I still remember a few years ago when I was in. This is in my country, of course. A few years ago when I was in a few, let's call it a club of animal protection, and 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 we got ourselves into this abandoned factory for makeup. It was a local brand. I don't even remember the name anymore. It was an abandoned brand, and the factory was abandoned all the same. But alas, they left a lot of piggies, lovely piggies, and those piggies, well, they were pretty much painted all over with makeup, and we were trying to remove it. It wouldn't come off. That thing was not humane, and like I said, how are we still in the point where it's not mandatory for companies to do that? I mean, for once, I would like to see companies testing on humans and instead of animals. You know, that's something I would like to see. In fact, that is something that I would like to see in TV to be broadcasted. Will his face melt? Will his face not melt? I want to find out. In fact, I want to take a bet on it. I want to bid on it. Or whenever his face will not melt, his face will melt. Whether it will be leave rashes, whether it will not leave rashes. I want to be broadcasted. I want to see how a person by choice suffers from that kind of stuff instead of an animal. You know, because it's like they say for veganism, for vegetarianism or whatever. Like they say, if you can't look an animal in the eye and kill it, if you can't bear to kill an animal, then you shouldn't be able to eat it. Or as they say in another way, you should only be able to eat the animals that you will bear to kill. And this is pretty much the same. You should only be able to wear the products, or you should only brace yourself to use the products only after you see what a human goes through whenever they're testing those products. Because it's really easy, you know. You consume from this type of stuff, and you pretty much um, away. You're pretty much ignorant to whatever happens to all the processes that happen for products like this, for products like that to come out. And we don't really know exactly what companies we consume from are actually indulging or are having this type of humane practice. So yeah, maybe I'm stealing a little bit of George Carlin humor, but yeah, I want to see it broadcasted. I want to bet on it. I want to have a program where they actually test this type of products on humans. Help! My face is melting. Sorry, mate. A lot of people paid for a full VIP experience. We're there. We're going to be broadcasting your suffering. You sign a contract and everything. Help me, please. This is against humane rights. Sorry, you signed a contract that resigned your human rights. Yeah, that's something I want to see. Anyways, this is my point. It's 2020. How is it still a thing? Are we in the point where the consumers are still clapping to companies whenever they don't do something shitty? And this happens all the time. I bet this product probably has a really lousy working environment. I bet this product probably has factories in India, in Mexico, in my country, where it doesn't even respect their workers, where it pays them very little, where it really doesn't even gives a shit, where it's only there. I bet this company only has factories in our country, and it only has those factories because it's cheaper and because it's able to basically whip the shit out of its workers. But at least it's nice for it's at least it's nice to animals. Isn't that nice? So yeah, that's pretty much my thought out there. How are we to the point where we have pretty much accepted the foul nature that these companies have? We have become really nice consumers. We have become really happy consumers. We don't really care what we consume from. We don't even care how they make it. We don't even care how they treat their workers, especially during this Backstreet Boys reunion tour. But yeah, I mean, we don't really care. I mean, for example, this liquid soap, we use it a lot during this Backstreet Boys reunion tour, but it really doesn't matter to us whatever how they make it or not. I mean, we consume it, and we don't even care whatever how many workers this company or any other company has let down, how many heads they had cut down. Especially if you're American, you probably don't even care if they had cut heads, if they had let people go, a lot of people in our countries, and if they had pretty basically ruined people's lives, you don't even care about that. As long as you get your liquid soap, that's fine. So yeah, at least let me and other people have the entertainment. Let them broadcast the suffering of other humans. That is something I will pay to see. In fact, I will pay to see premium experience. Why not? So yeah, that is pretty much my thought out there. Hope you like my video of pure rage. Like I always say, the hate is welcome, the comments are not. So yeah, that is not what I say. I just made it up. Yeah, welcome to my channel. My name is The Angry All Sessions, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me. And if you don't want to see a lot more of me, then you don't have to see a lot more of me. You can just click away. Yeah, my name was the same. Have a good one, everybody. Goodbye.